Hi, I'm Doug Keating, and this is Letter to Sons. It's January, time to set goals for 2022. This month, I'm sharing the process, tools, and techniques I use for this. Today, I'm going to talk about how to assess your last year before setting off on a new adventure for 2022. I believe it's important to take a look back before moving forward. Some of you are probably saying, whoa, shouldn't we be worried about the future, momentum, looking forward? I'd like to remind you of a famous quote that says, those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. In other words, if we don't learn from our mistakes, we're just going to keep doing them over and over and over. I'm pretty sure that's how someone who's really smart defined insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Here's my 3-step process for assessing last year. Step 1, think big picture. What kind of year was it? Good, bad, somewhere in between? Of the 3 to 5 big things I'd hoped to accomplish, how did I do? Step 2, I'm going to review my annual goals and see how I did. The challenge here is to be a hard grader while giving yourself some grace, especially since the last few years have been tough. Overall though, be honest. No reason to lie to yourself. And if you need an assessment tool to help, I'm going to recommend one during this video. Step 3, identify your top memories, challenges, and lessons learned from the year. Now, some of you are probably saying, this feels like work. It is. I believe that you should spend a little time planning if you want to have an awesome year in 2022. I'm going to remind you of a funny quote from Michael Hyatt, which is true. Some people spend more time planning a 1-week vacation than they do their life. Although I have to confess, I do spend a fair amount of time planning our vacations. Here's an example from my own process. Big picture 2021. Number 1, Kim and I wanted to spend more time with my mom after my dad had passed away. Check, we were able to do that. Number 2, Riley wanted to go to Germany to play soccer. He was able to do that. He's there right now. 3, I wanted to get my first paying customer for my side gig, All the Way Leadership. Check. Number 4, wanted to get over to Germany to visit Riley while he was living there. Check. I was actually able to do that twice. Once with Kim and the kids and the other time with Gavin. Overall, big picture, 2021 was actually a good year for me, despite all the challenges. Next step is to assess my annual goals. That means just going through them, checking if I accomplished it, Xing if I didn't. Some of you may not have annual goals. No big deal. Use an assessment tool instead. I recommend Michael Hyatt's Life Score. 2 reasons. 1, it's super simple. 10 questions and you're done. 2, you get an interesting data set like what I'm showing on this slide that shows you how you did categorically as well as overall. I use this input to think about the goals I want to set for 2022. Final step, identify your top memories, challenges, and lessons learned from the year. Here are my top 2. I use Facebook as a digital archive because I like their memory feature. Top memory for 2021, Kim and I were able to honeymoon in Jamaica. We spent a little extra money on an over-the-water bungalow. Great time. Lesson learned, splurge on special occasions. Memory number 2, laying my father to rest in Arlington National Cemetery. Tough but meaningful day for my family. Lesson learned, it's hard to say goodbye to loved ones. What's the key takeaway? Spend a little time looking back before moving forward if you want to make 2022 an awesome year. Now, don't get stuck in a rabbit hole and obsess over last year. Just take a look back like you do in your rearview mirror when driving, but spend most of your time looking through the windshield about what's coming. I hope 2022 is an awesome year for you, and I hope this video helps.